Hey everybody, it's the Mad Master here. I'm doing another video lying in bed. I was watching the series Utopia, which is a very somewhat relevant series to watch. It's the British version, which I watched about 5 years ago, but I'm just rewatching it because I was watching some conspiracy stuff talking about it. Honestly, I find it very strange that some of it's actually very applicable to right now. So I just wanted to make the statement about doing things virtually. Um, I refuse to do anything of that matter. And here's why. You know, I feel like it's like uh it's like eating a bunch of candy that has like the worst NutraSweet, like aspartame shit that tastes sour and like making it all sour candy all at once. It's like it's a little bit sweet, but it's like it's fake, you know. So there's this meetup.com, which I've gone to events in the past, and all nearly all of it's on Zoom now. Maybe there was a few people going to events and stuff in real life, but I don't know if that's still a thing or not. There's like the few groups that actually had real life events, in real life events, IRL. So this is what it is. I want to kill people. Okay. I want people to die. So I figured that I'm already killing people with my, driving a car because it contributes to the 4 million that die of pollution. And that's not enough, you know? So I thought about it. I'm like, my tax dollars go to drone strikes and all these, military, excursions that kill people too. I'm just like, gosh, how can I kill more people? Oh, that's right. So I can hang out with people and inadvertently, supposedly, allegedly contribute to the spread of the virus asymptomatically somehow, some way that there's no proof, since nobody I know personally has gotten this as far as like, or died as far as I know personally yet. Of course, not going to hold my breath as far as, I mean, who knows? But, you know, I figured I'd contribute to that. And, I also want to be called like a horrible person and like a Trump supporter just because I don't follow the narrative of that I shouldn't hang out with people until they're, everybody's vaccinated at some lawn off, date. So I wanted to contribute to that too, and people's like hatred of people that have a different point of view about things. Or I also want to contribute to this thing that it's like that we've never done anything like this before because there's all these viruses around and nobody's ever treated like a second class citizen because they're like choosing to hang out with people in real life. So I wanted to contribute to that, like the hatred. I wanted people to hate me even more, So that's all the reasons why I hang out with people in real life. Actually, it's not okay. So it's not because of that stuff. So obviously, I'm being sarcastic and being very fucking, you know, sardonic in that thing. What it is that I just can't stand the fakery of the Zoom shit and just pretending like you're complying with this like narrative that they know what the fuck they're doing or they know what the fuck this is all about, like the people that are in charge. And you could say it's a conspiracy, or you could say they just don't know what the fuck they're doing and they're pretending to know. If anything, that could be the conspiracy all along. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. They don't know what the fuck is going on with this virus. They don't know what the hell's going on. So who knows? Like, all I know is that I've done very well for almost a year of the virus being in the United States. Will that continue? I don't know. Who knows? Well, this variant is supposed to be more transmissible, so who knows? But we've done very well. The circle of people that I have, the bubble. I mentioned in a work training that I still hang out with people. I expected people to be like mad and say, "Oh my god, you're a terrible person," but I mentioned it was like a bubble, quote unquote. It really isn't a bubble. It's just a default bubble because I've. It's not like it's a default bubble. It's not really a planned bubble. I don't like talk to my the family members that I talk to or my friends that say, "Oh, we're all a bubble now because of the virus." Rufus McDoofus, by the way, my character would hate the bubble thing anyways. He wants to stay home. So yeah, I don't do the bubble thing on purpose. It just kind of inadvertently kind of happened that way. There's a group of people that I role play with and stuff, and I have other friends, but it's not really a bubble. It's just called, other than some of my friends that I wasn't really hanging out that much with before as much. I pretty much see a lot of the same people sometimes, and continue to live my life normally. And I said that to my old roommate who, for all intents and purposes, is very much into the mainstream narrative of this whole thing. That's why we got into fights and I called him names and stuff. And I'm just like, I'm going to live my life normally as much as I can with, I might break some laws, and I do. I did. I hung out with people when I wasn't supposed to, according to the county. So, yeah, I'm not going to follow, I'm not going to do all that stuff. I question this all enough, and this whole society, all the problems and all the corruption of this fucking, civilization to begin with, to actually be complying with this shit. What was I trying to say? So I don't do virtual events because I don't want to buy into that shit. It's just like how I don't want to, if I start sneezing one day, I'm not going to go drive to the testing center or something. It's like, I'm going to try to not play the game as much as possible. So I don't go on Zoom to talk to people. I actually talk to people in real life. Oh my God, what a concept, or I talk to them on the phone or text or whatever. That's another thing. I'm not going to contribute to Zoom and their rise in this crisis. It's bad enough that I shop on Amazon, So, I mean, obviously this shirt is from Amazon. If you saw it on fucking JP, Weekend with JP, that's where I saw it. If you recognize this, about this alien shirt, I think it's pretty killer, actually. So, no, I refuse. I refuse to fall in line with that Zoom, having to do virtual events. There's all these virtual events that people are doing, or there's a virtual, the local club had a virtual night, dance night. It's like, oh, you can stream songs from the DJ in your living room and dance to it. It's like, fuck that. It's so stupid. I just don't find, it's just so fake. It's like, and to me, it's going along with the bullshit. It's going along with the, whether it be the mandates, the confusion, or the corruption, or dare I say the other C, conspiracy, possibly. Whatever you want to believe with all this. I don't want to go along with any of it. So that's why I don't attend virtual events. I mean, I virtually do not virtually fall in line with virtual events, and I'm virtually sick of fucking hearing about them. We're gonna do a virtual concert, virtual game playing, like fucking Cards Against Humanity, Meetup.com, virtual event. We're only doing Zoom now, There's a fucking fuzzy person in the corner of your screen, and like, it's just fucking, it's lame. It's fucking lame. It's virtually fucking lame. It's virtually the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I mean, I will go and fucking sit in a basement with nerds playing role play once or twice a week. I would rather everybody in the fucking, even if, through the snow driving there. It's only down the block now because I moved. But like, if I would rather do that every night than just do 5 minutes of some Zoom fucking game or some shit. I think it's so stupid. It's so lame. And then you have the virtual dating shit. I'm just like, and their hinge is all on that. "Ooh, you can talk to someone before you meet them. We suggest you do that. Until some unspecified fucking date in the future where, whatever you're supposed to do, which they're not even telling us when this is going to be. They keep shifting the goalpost when we're supposed to be able to meet up in real life again. That's why I felt really good, even though I didn't have a good date a couple months ago. I'm trying to get back on there now again to try to get more dates and stuff. But like a while back, I had a date. It felt so good to like defy the bullshit, even if it was like very depressing because it was where my ex-girlfriend lived, like, miles, it was the same town she was from. So it was a little fucked up, but it felt good defying that and going to her house and her apartment and hanging out in real life with no mask on. Oh my God. Oh, we're so terrible. Just this whole thing's just become such a fucking ruckus, of bullshit. So it's like, what do they expect me to, the health professionals or the experts would have expected me to sit there on my ass on Zoom calls for an unspecified amount of time and then maybe like quarantine for 2 weeks before I met her or some shit, right? So first of all, talk for 6 months and make sure like, or get the vax, right? Or not even that, because they say you still have to like wear the mask with the vax. So, like, what the fuck? So no, I don't virtually date and I don't virtually play games. I don't virtually do anything. You can virtually suck my ass if you fucking think I'm gonna virtually do shit. Or virtual events, virtual concerts. Okay, I did watch the Blind Guardian concert. That was from the virtual walk-in, And it was virtually stupid to see the virtual people in the virtual audience. But it was virtually some of the best performance I had seen because it was live and it wasn't just virtual. They were playing like real instruments and stuff, and they were together. Oh my God. Together while we're apart. Things will never be the same again. So yeah, I'm pretty pissed off about that shit. I hate it. So lame. So fucking lame. And I just wonder, like, how long this is going to continue. People want to know what the fuck is going to happen. But they keep shifting the goalposts. They keep saying this or that. It's like, it's so lame. So, yeah, I don't want to follow the narrative at all. So, yeah, I will hang out with people. I mean, people are meant to be social creatures, It's not like and that means in person. Like I said in my Daniel Goleman video, it's like we vibe off each other, and that can't be happening on a computer screen with a webcam, no matter what. Maybe 30 years down the road, we'll be able to put like, pheromones and all the chemicals of people into the fucking computer or whatever. I don't know. Right now, that's not happening. It's a blurry fucking screen that doesn't even work. They're trying to like push this work from home shit, and half the time the internet's all fucked up, and like, things get fucked up on there, and then people get lost calls. Like, for taking the virtual training for some of my new job duties, and everything was getting fucked up from the other end. It's like some new normal, huh? Yeah. Get your technology straight before you go for this, whatever the fuck you're trying to do with this shit first before you fucking do it, It's just so stupid. I hate it. So lame. It's just so lame. So I'm not going to virtually do anything. I'm just going to virtually fucking live my life for real. Virtually the same. I'm living virtually the same as I did before the virtual thing you're supposed to do because you're not supposed to kill people inadvertently because you never did that before when you had the flu. I didn't only go to Walgreens and concerts when I had the flu, and who knows who may have been immune compromised. I may have been murdering already. When I was at Wendy's, when I was working, they rushed me to go cook the burgers when I had bleach on my hands. They didn't let me fucking wash my hands. I could have killed people. I'm inadvertently killing people all the time. I want more death and destruction. I'm not going to wear a mask walking down the street, so I'm going to probably maybe have a 13% chance if someone was with me in close quarters for 15 minutes, like the CDC says, of killing them. Oh my God. You know? Or they might get some of the virus in there because asymptomatic people are the invisible enemy, just like the terrorists. You're either with us or against us. So no, you can virtually go fuck yourself. People pushing virtual shit.